Stephanie here, and today's workout is going to be an arms and abs quick shot for strength today. So we're not going to do a really long warm-up today. We're just going to do a quick one since this is going to be a quick workout. You will need some weights for today's workout. So I've got a heavier set and then maybe something that I can drop down to if I need. So I hope you're marching with me, warming it up. Heels go front. So just give that upper body a little warm up here. You're gonna push front with those arms. Now arms overhead, push straight up. Just getting those muscles ready to work today. Come back to your march. Little tiny leg change coming up. Tap side, right, left. So you're just gonna reach across the body. Starting to wake up those core muscles. Now arm overhead, stretch it up. Perfect. Little tiny change. Let's bring those feet about hip width apart. Hands on your thighs. We're gonna come down to a nice flat back. Drop your right shoulder down. So we're just gonna drop it down. Come back to center. And then the other shoulder. So starting to wake up into that thoracic spine. Getting our core ready for what's to come. And now come back to center. Roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders just a few times. Let's take that shoulder roll the other way. So now we've warmed up that upper body. We are going to get started. So let's start with just one of our heavy weights. So gently bend down, pick that up, bending at those knees. Always want to make sure we pick up our weights carefully. You're gonna hold that weight horizontally and tuck your elbows in. Now, as we come overhead with our weight load, I want you to make sure that your rib cage is staying stacked over your pelvis. So when we come overhead, we wanna make sure we're not arching the back and flaring that rib cage forward. I want you to really connect into that deep core as we take our weight overhead. We're gonna hinge at the elbow so weight disappears behind our head. We're gonna come up and back down. So let's try that again. Finding a rhythm that works well for you today. So we don't need to go super duper fast for this one. I want you to find that control in the movement. So this is all about muscle and not momentum. So we press that weight up. Hinge at the elbow, up and back down. So we're connecting that core, keeping the back nice and straight. But as we press up, we're sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Our elbows are going to tuck in towards the head. So instead of flaring them out to the side, I want you to imagine you're trying to Velcro your biceps next to your ears as you come up. So we're working into those shoulders, working into the triceps, and also working a little bit of core here as well. So getting that upper body ready, nice and strong here. We're gonna do 4 more. Press it up, hinge at the elbows. Last 3. 2 more. Last one right here. Fantastic. So gently pick up that other heavy weight. From here, we're gonna do a little combination exercise. So this is gonna get our core, our back muscles, and our biceps through the front of the arms. So we've got a slight bend in that elbow. We'll hinge forward, nice long line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. So we just want to make sure we're not rounding our back. We're going to keep that spine straight. We're going to do one bent over row, so elbows come up. We'll straighten our arms, come up. Then we're going to do a bicep curl. Elbows are going to stay right under those shoulders. Can we try it? Let's go. So we hinge, row, straighten your arms, stand up tall, bicep curl. So getting that hip hinge also works into our core muscles and our low back, but we want to be sure that we've got a little bit of a bend in our knees when we do that hip hinge, and that we're folding from the hip crease instead of rounding the spine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hinge, pull, straighten. Come on back up. Belly is in as we do that bicep curl. So we're still maintaining that nice long spinal alignment. Big squeeze into those back muscles. Perfect. And I want you to be sure that you're using a heavy enough weight load that you're challenging your muscles here, but it's not so heavy that our form starts to go. So we've got 4 more here. Last 4. 3. 2. 1 more set, just like that. Big pull and a bicep curl. Awesome, so gently set one of those weights down. We're gonna work a little bit more into the front of the shoulder, the chest, and still some more biceps as well. So this one's a little bit different for your biceps. It's a little bit more of an isometric type hold when we come out in front of us. So instead of working the bicep, hinging at the elbow, it's gonna work as the weight comes away from our body. So 90-degree bend in those elbows so that your forearm is coming parallel to the floor. I want you to imagine your weight is a tray of cookies. You're just going to serve your tray away from you and then pull back in. Belly button draws in and then gently come back in. So we can even pause, find that isometric contraction out there, and then squeeze and come back in. So we're pushing that weight front, pulling it back in. Pushing our weight front and pulling it back in. Pushing front, squeeze and pull back in. Really working into the front of the arm, front of the shoulder. Press, 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 squeeze to come back in. Perfect. Last 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Fantastic. So we're going to do all 3 of those exercises one more time through. Grab that weight. Again, you're going to hold it horizontally, slight bend in your knees. Pull your abs in. So we're going to do that overhead press to the tricep. Let's go. So we press up, hinge at the elbows, lift up, come back down. Working into the back of that arm. So when we do that overhead tricep, we want to be certain that we're keeping that upper arm still so that we can really focus all of that attention into the tricep, into the back of that arm. I know it's a spot where a lot of us really want to work on. So we're going to really focus in on that squeeze through our tricep. Press up, hinge at the elbows. Keeping that core nice and strong. Let's do 4 more just like that. In 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Nice job picking up your other heavy weight. Let's come back to that row and bicep curl. So slight bend in those knees. Core is engaged, hip hinge to your row. So we hinge, squeeze as we row. Belly pulls in, elbows under shoulders as we bicep curl. Hinge, squeeze. Bicep curl, super duper strong. Thinking about those muscles that are working here. So the more you think about those muscles contracting and working, the harder they're going to work today. So I want you to find that focus into those muscles. Find that contraction. Let's do 4 more, just like that. In 4, 3, 2, last one, super duper strong. Fantastic. Setting one of those weights down. Palms are going to face up. Forearms are parallel to the floor. Open that space across your collarbones. Belly pulls in. Press your weight out. So we're just going to press it out. Pull it back in. So again, serve your tray. Spine is tall. Pull back in. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Being really strong through that upper body. So we've got 2 more right here. Perfect. This time, let's take it out and hold it. Little isometric hold. That weight, I'm sure, is starting to feel a little bit heavy here, but we got it. We're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Gently setting that one heavy weight down. I'm going to go for my lighter set of weights. We're going to work a little bit more into those shoulders. So from here, slight bend in those knees. We're going to work specifically more into that medial deltoid. So the side part of the shoulder. But we're going to get a little bit of chest work in here as well. So we're standing up super duper tall, and I want you to bend your elbows 90 degrees. So again, forearms are going to be parallel to the floor. We're going to lift up into a side lateral raise. Then we're going to flip our arms so that we've got a goalpost position. We're going to come in, out, flip, and down. So I know there's a lot of moving parts for this one, but I promise you'll get it. Abs are in, shoulders down, 90 degrees with those arms. Can we try that here? So we're gonna lift it up, flip it up, squeeze it in, open, flip your palms to face down, release your arms. Let's try that again. So we come up, flip, in, out, flip, and down. Up, up, in, out, flip, and down. So you can totally do this one with no weights if you want. I know sometimes this shoulder work can be really challenging, and maybe we can't go quite as heavy as we think we should. Go with the weight load that works the best for you today. Let's do 2 more, just like that. In, out, down, down. Last time. Perfect. From here, hinging forward, so you're gonna find that nice long spine. Activate through your upper back. So slide your shoulders down without arching your spine here. Palms face the wall behind you, right at hamstring level. We're gonna lift and lower. We come up, down. So a last little burn for those triceps, back of the arms, and that upper back. Press, press. Come on, super duper strong right here. Press it up, press it up. I want you to really think about resisting as you push back. Come on, big squeeze. Now from here, little pulses up. Pulse, 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 pulse. I know the back of that arm is burning, but we got this. Pulse, pulse in 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release those lighter set of hand weights. We're gonna come down to the floor and you're gonna want one of your heavier weights nearby. So coming onto our backs, taking a moment to find our neutral spinal alignment. So that tailbone lengthens, belly draws in, knit your rib cage together, letting your shoulder blades come underneath the body. You're gonna hold your one weight horizontally with your elbows bent and tucked in towards your rib cage. Belly stays in strong. We're going to press that weight up into a tricep skull crusher and then come back down. So a little chest, a little triceps. Let's try it. So we press, hinge, up and down. Press, hinge, up and down. Working into the backs of our arms and into that chest. Keeping our core center engaged so that spine stays neutral. Press up, keep that upper arm super duper still. Press and hinge. Let's do 4 more, just like that. Last 4, 3, super duper strong. Awesome. So we're gonna keep that one heavy weight. Bring it in both hands right up over your chest. Now we're gonna knit that rib cage together. Slide your shoulder blades down back. We're gonna come into a lat pullover, so working through the back. And then we're gonna do a little tiny abdominal crunch. But remember, when we do that abdominal crunch movement, we scoop our low belly to float the shoulders up. So it's really coming from down here instead of a big pull and rounding up with the upper back. So I want you to focus on that hollowing out of your low belly. So we've got our weight right up over that chest. Can we try it? We're gonna come overhead like 2/3 of the way. Back bottom rib stays down. Then we press up into that weighted crunch. Exhaling as we lift. Inhaling as that weight comes overhead. Keeping that range of motion small enough so that we're not popping that back bottom rib up off the floor. You don't have to go really far over your head to get the benefit of this one today. Scooping through that low belly. Last 4 here. In 4, 3, 2, and last one. Setting that weight down out of the way. Let's do some dead bugs. We're gonna knit that rib cage together. Send your legs up. Now, if it's more comfortable for you to have a bend in that knee, please feel free to do so. Your job on this one is to really focus in on keeping that spine neutral. So your tailbone is down, knit that rib cage, back bottom rib is down. We're gonna go alternate arm leg. Let's go. We come down slow. Exhale, squeeze back up. Down nice and slow. Exhale, come back up. So we're focusing in on using those deep core muscles to stabilize our neutral spine. Drawing that navel in. Think about lifting through that pelvic floor as we exhale, come back up like you're sucking it up through a straw. And then that navel draws down and in towards the spine. Just a few more here. One more for each side. And let's gently release. So placing our feet on the floor, hands cradle the head. So you've got about a fist distance between your chin and chest. We're gonna scoop and lift into that crunch. Nice and slow, we exhale, scoop. So allowing your head just to gently rest in your fingertips today. So instead of pulling and tucking the elbows in and tucking the chin, think about the weight of your head resting in the fingertips. So you've got that space between your chin and chest. I like to think about looking at something that's above my knees when I do this to help keep that upper body in alignment. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Really think about that scoop in to float the shoulders up. Now let's pulse that 3 and 1. It's 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. Pulse. 7 and 1. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift up and hold it. Think about that right shoulder coming across to that left knee. We'll rotate across nice and slow. Now let's go to the other side. So your hips are going to stay still on these as we use our obliques to rotate over. Exhale, twist. Inhale in. Now, if you like, we can add that opposite knee. Coming in and down. Rotate, rotate, and down. Working into those abs. Let's do 4 more, then we're done. Last 2, last 2. And release. Reach your arms and legs long. Stretch, 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 stretch. And relax everything in your body. Hug those knees in, releasing out through your low back. So we can roll over onto one side. Let's use our hands to come up to a comfortable seated position here. So find your comfortable seated position. Let's just give ourselves a little twist to the right, releasing out those core muscles, feeling that nice stretch through your back. And coming back to center, let's go the opposite way. Come back to center. Interlace your hands behind you. Open your chest. Look up. Nice stretch through the chest. And those biceps because we worked them hard today. And gently release. Place your hands on your shins. Scoop your belly. Stretch through your back. Back up to center, reach your right arm up, hinge at the elbow like you're patting yourself on the back of yourself, a little tricep stretch here, keeping that chest open, and swapping sides. And gently release, shake out those arms. Give yourself one more nice big deep breath in and a big deep breath out today. Wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back for doing something fantastic for your body today. Thank you so much for joining me for this arms and abs quick workout. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.